Hello everyone and welcome to my little space here on YouTube. It feels like pumpkin spice season begins earlier every year. I'm a big fan of the pumpkin spice latte, but last week for the first time I tried the pumpkin cream cold brew coffee and I fell in love with it. It is so tasty and delicious. It is not too sweet. It is not too overpowering with the pumpkin flavor. I think it's the perfect drink to transition from summer to fall. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys the pumpkin cream cold brew coffee recipe as well as the pumpkin spice latte. Just because I know when fall is finally here and starts to get chilly outside, especially around Halloween time, I'll be making the latte pumpkin spice latte recipe. So yeah, I really want to start this video off actually by making the pumpkin spice latte because it's the classic and it deserves to be number one. And then after it, we'll be making the pumpkin cream cold brew coffee. So let's go ahead and go to the kitchen right here so we can start making the drinks. Now for the pumpkin spice latte, we're going to start by making the sauce. So on my stove top with a small saucepan like that, we're going to start by adding 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Let me turn the stove on. And to that we're going to add half a cup of sugar. I'm using white, but you can use brown if you want. And half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Now on a medium heat, I'm just going to combine all the ingredients together, make sure all that sugar getting well combined, and then when it gets up to simmer, we're going to take it down to medium low and we're going to simmer it for 10 minutes. The simmering process, it just does two things. It helps all that additional liquid from the pumpkin puree to evaporate, and then it helps the brown sugar to caramelize, and it just is going to give us that perfect yummy consistency that we're looking for. And now my 10 minutes are up. I'm just going to turn the heat off right now and wait maybe a minute or two, just allow it to cool down for a bit, and then we're going to assemble our drink. Now to assemble our drink, we're going to need a quarter of a cup of the pumpkin sauce that we just made, 1 cup of milk, and a shot of coffee. I'm using this one today. And to top it off, you need whipped cream and some pumpkin spice, or you can use some cinnamon if you want. Now I'm going to start by adding my milk to the frother so we can get that going. Let's see, 1 cup. It just went over the latte by a little bit. That is done. You don't really need to froth the milk, you can just warm it up a bit and that will be fine. In my glass, I'm going to add a quarter of a cup, like I said, of the pumpkin sauce. And I'm using my Keurig to pull out 1 shot of coffee. You can use whatever machine you have on hand. So I just put my teacup in here. I'm going to close it. And you can just brew the coffee right on top of the pumpkin sauce. Now that's done, we just need to mix the pumpkin with the coffee. So you got your pumpkin flavor in here and you got your coffee. We just need to add the milk right now. Make sure you stir that as well so it's all combined. Now to top it off, I'm just using some whipped cream and a sprinkle of pumpkin spice. It tastes very delicious. Now let's move on to the next one. Now for the pumpkin cream cold brew coffee, I have all my ingredients here ready in front of me. I took the shortcut for this one. I'm using cold brew, store-bought cold brew coffee, but you can totally make your own, use your machine or cold press if you want. Just make sure if your coffee is hot, make sure to chill it down so it's nice and cold so it doesn't melt down your ice quickly. And for the actual cream, you can also take the shortcut and you can use heavy whipping cream with store-bought pumpkin sauce. Now this one is homemade. My husband actually made this one, so I'll leave a recipe for this one in the description box below if you want. But just you can use these two, store-bought pumpkin sauce with heavy whipping cream, or I'm going to show you the other way, just in case if you can't find that in your store, you can still make this recipe. So for this way, you're going to need this one aside. You need heavy whipping cream, pumpkin puree, sweet condensed milk, little bit of brown sugar, and for flavor you need a little bit of vanilla syrup, and with all that sweetness you need a little bit of just like a dash of salt just to balance out everything and settle down all that sweetness. As far as tools, you can just use a standard mixer like the one right there in the corner, or you can just use a bowl and a whisk so we can whisk it and whip it. Now in my bowl I'm going to start by adding 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, half cup of sweet condensed milk, quarter of a cup of brown sugar. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, dash of vanilla syrup, 1 dash of salt, a half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Now using my whisk, I'm going to whisk all my ingredients together. I want it to be creamy but not too creamy, like heavy whipped cream consistency. We have to find that perfect consistency between not too runny or not too creamy. I'll show you when it's done. I think that's good enough. Now this is really nice because you can make big batch of it, store it in your fridge like this, so whenever you have people over or you feel like having a cup of this, you don't have to do all the work. You just pour in your coffee, top it with a little bit of your pumpkin cream, and you're ready to go. Store it up in the fridge very nicely. Maybe it will last you for 2 weeks, but trust me, this will not last for 2 weeks at all. So I already have 1 batch in here and I'm going to have more right now. Now to assemble our drink, I'm going to put some ice in my cup. First thing first, a little dash of vanilla syrup, put in your coffee. A sprinkle of pumpkin pie seasoning. I don't think I need this strong, but it really tastes so delicious. I really hope you guys give this DIY recipes a try. I think you guys are going to love them. They taste even better than Starbucks, so please give them a try whenever you don't feel like putting on a pants and going to your favorite coffee shop, or you want to save a few bucks. I really hope you give these recipes a try. But I think that is it for me for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love